So if you're looking at your content and you're noticing that you can't break above 300 views, this is what you would call, some would call TikTok jail. That's a bunch of BS, right? There's no jail. By saying jail, it makes you feel like you're confined. You can't get out of it. What your page should be looking like when you're doing things correctly is something like this, right? Notice how everything's very colorful right off the bat, right? This is, the standard TikTok page. This is something that really stands out. Notice how these views are between 1 to 2,000 on average, right? How do you get your page to that point? And notice how every couple videos you'll see 125K, right? 36K, up to 150K. Every couple videos you're gonna have one break above that 1,000, way above 300. How do you actually do this? It's a 3-step process that's extremely simple to do. And once you do it, you'll start to notice your page will pop off. You'll get so many more sales. It's just incredible. Now, you can't break above 300 views because, number one, the video's hook is boring. Just compared to other videos on the platform. Remember, every single time you post a video, there are hundreds of thousands, if not millions of other people that same day posting content. It's a competition, yo. You're competing against millions of people that are all posting content, right? TikTok takes all of those millions of videos, they find the ones that are the most engaging, and then they push it to the next stage of the algorithm, right? The next stage is 1 to 2,000 views. Right, that's phase 2 in the algorithm. Phase 3, you're looking at 10 to 20,000 views and so on. But the main thing is you need to get out of that phase 1, which is around 300 views. In order to do that, you need to outcompete all of the other videos that are being posted. How do you do this? Well, you can't have a boring hook. Millions of videos have a boring hook. The hook is the first 1 to 5 seconds. So if all these people have boring hooks on their videos, right? Which ones are going to be pushed to that next phase of the algorithm? 1,000 views, 10,000 views, right? 100,000, 1 million, right? How are you going to get up there? Those videos, they evoke curiosity or they shock the viewer, right? They make the viewer stop scrolling. Millions of people are posting, only a few advance. How do you actually advance? How do you outcompete them? Once again, you need them to stop scrolling by doing these 2 things. So let me show you an example. So this guy's pretty chill. Great guy. Let's break down his actual content because that's what that matters. We're going to be using this as an example. Listen to this hook, right? The first 1 to 5 seconds of the video. Ask yourself, does this make me curious? Does this shock me in any way?
Gorilla Mind is one of the best energy drinks on the market right now. These are in the TikTok shop. You get a 12-pack.
Right, listen to what he said. Gorilla Mind. These are some of the best energy drinks on the market. No one cares. You see energy drinks in Target, you see it in Walmart, right? It's not making people curious. Oh, what is this new energy drink? No one cares, right? You have to make them care. He could have started this video a lot better by saying, comparing this to one of the other energy brands. Like this, for example, this thing stands out amongst all the other energy brands because I've been wired up for the past 2 hours. Right? Or maybe at the start, he's running around with crazy eyes like, yo, I just popped this brand new Gorilla Mind energy drink. I'm going insane. You're not going to believe this, right? Something to make them curious, to really evoke that emotion, make them shocked. Like, what is this guy doing? Oh my gosh, look at all the energy he has right now. Oh, it's because he drank that energy drink, right? You have to think about it before you post the video. How can you stand out? Don't just sit there and review the products like this where you just kind of hold it up in the air. He likes to do he's a cool guy, but I can tell he hasn't had formal training yet. You can't just sit there and hold up the products like this if you're trying to sell it on TikTok. Especially if you want to go viral and make your content stand out. Whether you're doing affiliate or not, you need to do something that evokes curiosity and shocks them. I say it all the time, but you need to be following this if you want to compete with some of the greats on TikTok. There are thousands of great creators, probably tens of thousands of great creators. How can you get up there with them? You need to also follow number 2. So the reason why you can't break above 300 views is because the plot or idea of the video is just not strong enough, right? It sucks. It's weak. I don't mean to sound negative here, but it's the truth, yo. You got to have a strong idea behind it. So in order to do this, you need to approach the video from a different angle, a unique angle. Think outside the box, right? So let's go through another example.
Photo printer that I got on the TikTok shop. It prints full color pictures. It's rechargeable, so you can get the mini portable.
Once again, he's a cool guy. It's just I got kind of bored, right? I don't want to keep watching this thing. It's a minute long. I can't survive a minute of this. He needs to approach it from a different angle. The angle that he approached it from was take a look at this new, portable printer thing that prints out photos from your phone, right? It's cool. It's nice. He has to somehow grab the audience's attention in the hook and approach it from a completely different angle. The angle he could approach it from to really make the idea and the plot behind the video stand out is by comparing it to something else that people are familiar with. For example, when you have to go all the way down to the store to print out your photos, or when you print out your photos at home and it comes out on this crappy printer paper, stop doing that. Instead, look at this thing I just grabbed. This thing is incredible. I can print photos directly from my phone, right? It's a completely different angle. Instead of just starting out by showing this little device that people don't know what the hell this thing is, it's just spitting out paper. You need to somehow compare it to something that people already know, they understand, right? That's one different angle he could take. Another angle he could take is if this thing, for example, is $50 at Walmart, right? That's how much it costs. But on the TikTok shop, it's only $20. He could take the angle of the discount, right? Saying, yo guys, you're not gonna believe this. I'm printing out photos straight from my phone. I looked on Walmart, this thing is like $50, but then I check on the TikTok shop, it's only 20. This thing is an insane deal right now. Look at all the other things it can do, right? So the angle he approached it from was, yo, this is a crazy discount, right? It solves a problem and it's a great discount. Think about the marketing angle that you're taking when you actually start making these videos. So let me show you an example of an angle that I took with this recent viral video. It was this one, this one right here.
Netflix and YouTube, and it's not illegal to have Netflix and YouTube in your car. It's just a flex. Think about it. All Teslas have Netflix and YouTube inside of it. Now you can get it too, as long as you have a screen in your car plus this Auto Sky adapter. Now the reason,
right? So the angle that I approached it from was the illegal approach, right? People were asking, how can you put Netflix and YouTube in your car? That's illegal, right? So it stood out. It evoked curiosity. It shocked them, and at the same time, I took that angle, which was different. Instead of just saying, hey guys, look, you can get Netflix and YouTube in your car now. Excuse me, I've done that a million times. Tons of people have made videos on this same product saying that same thing. How can I do something different? Right? I want to evoke that curiosity by saying it's illegal, taking that different approach. It's unique. Remember that you have to think outside the box. Don't just do what everyone else does. Right? And the great way to do this is by going to comment replies, right? Go to some of your comment replies. Look at all these. These are great. These are so freaking juicy. We got like 50 of them in here. All of these I could reply to with, right? That your audience will literally help you make content that is engaging. They tell you what content they want you to make it on. For example, you need Wi-Fi in your car. I could reply to this and say, actually, you don't need Wi-Fi. You can just use a personal hotspot, blah, 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 blah. That's a different angle, for example. Same product, different angle. You see what I'm saying? Right, so you got to switch it up a little bit. Now, the third reason you can't break above 300 views is the video or the audio is crap, right? It's low quality. It's not good. It's booty, to say the least. So it's a very simple fix. Just upgrade your damn phone, right? If you're rocking an iPhone 8, listen, I love you, Mom, but you got to upgrade. My mom's still on like the 8 Plus or something. That's from like a decade ago. You got to upgrade your phone. I recommend getting an iPhone that's, iPhone 12 or above. They usually have pretty good cameras. And make sure you're going to spots with better lighting. Maybe the lighting is just ass. It's terrible. Like you can't see the person. Imagine, right, like I turn this off. Right, it's a little bit crappier. Notice that? Look at that. So you gotta just look at the little things, right? Put the lighting in the video. If you don't have good lighting in your house, go outside, right? Maybe I've seen a lot of content too where, enough about the video, but the actual audio is booty once again. It's because, they have freaking dust in their phone mic like it's a freaking belly button. It's nasty. You gotta clean that thing out. Just like you would clean your ears or your nose, you got to clean your phone. If you're using that damn thing every day, you got to do it. It's extremely important. Make sure that your phone is good, your audio is good. And that is one of the easiest things you can check off this list. If you do all three of these, this is the simplest way for you to break above 300 views. It is proven. This is what I do in all of my videos. Right? It's extremely important to do. There's so many other little nitty-gritty things. There's probably 20 things you could do. We talk about all of it inside of TikTok Mastery. These are just 3 of the main things. So once again, if you don't use those 3 steps, it's fine. You might be okay, but this is what's going to happen to your page. Here and there, you might see a video hit like 100K views, luckily, but you're going to have to post so many videos. Look at how many videos he has to post. This is like 12 videos to get one of them over 10K. Right, 12 videos for one over 10K. That's not good in the long term. You're not going to be making as much money as you could with affiliate. But let's keep scrolling down. He's posting like 7, 8, 9 videos a day, which is insane. He could probably post half the amount of videos if he put in the effort into following those 3 things. Let me show you this example, right? 1.8 million views. What did he do differently, right? Let's look at the video he posted right next to it.
Are you sick of your golf clubs clanking around inside of your golf bag? Check out this golf bag. It's got an
Like, it was okay, but the hook was just boring. No one knew what he was doing. For 2 seconds, he was just sitting there jiggling the damn thing. It was kind of funny, but it didn't shock anyone. It didn't evoke curiosity. He didn't get to the point until 3 seconds in, so people already scrolled. As opposed to this previous video that he posted, I don't know if he did this on purpose or by accident or what the hell he did here, but it popped off. 1.8 million views on this video. Look at what he did during the hook. What was different about it?
This film around your dog water bowl is called a biofilm, and it's actually very unhealthy for your dog. It can cause ear infection, bladder infections, all.
Boom, right there. Everyone's hooked in. Anyone that has a dog, right, is now hooked in. And that's who he wants to watch this video. Why? Because he's promoting a dog product. So he called out the dog audience, right? If talking about the dog bowl, saying how there's this biofilm that is actually harmful for your dog. You kidding? You just shocked the entire audience. Everyone that has a dog is like, what? That's how I found this guy. I saw this video. I'm like, what? Are you kidding me? My dog has that exact freaking bowl. You're telling me he's dying over here? That's terrible. So I continued watching. I was curious. What is he going to say? What's inside of this dog bowl, right? This is the type of content you want to make where you're comparing it, right? The standard thing that people have to some upgraded version, which they can only buy on the TikTok shop, link below. That's how you make the money. Compare it to something they're used to. Tell them why it's terrible for them, right? Why this is actually hurting them, and then introduce the solution, which once again is on the TikTok shop, and you get commission every time you get a sale. That's the secret to it. That's how you go viral. It's as simple as that. Rinse and repeat. Find things like this. Talk about how crap they are. So you guys get the point. It's easy. It's bada bing, bada boom. Just do it over and over again, and you're going to start making a ton of money. That's how, like, literally hundreds of people in my community are printing money right now inside of TikTok Mastery, doing methods like this, going through these exact strategies. I only showed off 3 of them here. Right? We have 30 hours worth of content in the course. Imagine how much more sauce is inside. We just added a ton more like a couple months ago. If you haven't checked it out yet, it's still free for 3 days. You can try it out. See the content just like this if you like this video. I'll leave a link in the description. Take a screenshot of this. Go make some money. Peace, peace.